If you thought September was a great month for gaming, things are just hotting up as we hit the peak release month of the year. October is the time we usually see all top-end AAA titles release every year, and 2017 is no different. With the Xbox One X release set for early November, expect an arsenal of 4K optimized launch titles for Microsoft's highly anticipated gaming beast. It's worth taking a break from FIFA 18 and checking out a list of games that you should be looking forward to in October.
They are the first to call themselves the Assassins.
After a break from its yearly release cycle, Assassin's Creed makes a comeback in a new form that's probably the biggest leap the franchise has taken since taking on the high seas in Black Flag. Set in Egypt, the game is filled with exotic locales that include the massive pyramids and of course the sand dunes that surround the cities. Ubisoft wants to make sure you explore every bit of the new offering, since this time, the game comes without a minimap. Instead, you will have a Skyrim-style pointer sending you in the right direction. There are many other changes that were highlighted at E3 this year, and since it's one of the launch titles for the Xbox One X, expect some performance tweaks on that platform. Shadow of Mordor took the best bits from the Batman Arkham series and Assassin's Creed franchise and made them its own by adding a boatload of Lord of the Rings lore and abilities that would make any Tolkien fan giggle with joy. The most revolutionary part about the game was its brilliant nemesis system that made AI-driven rivalries more interesting, with enemy Uruks getting promoted every time they defeated you. Now this system has been taken to a whole new level in Shadow of War. You still play Talion and Celebrimbor, but now you take on the Dark Lord Sauron himself by forging an army of your own. Sure, Tolkien purists will cringe at the liberties taken by the franchise, but after what Warner Bros. Games showed us at E3, wild ring rates couldn't keep us away from this one.
Let's get this freak show on the road.
Americans taking on Nazis with big guns and lots of explosions. It's as Hollywood as it gets with a sequel to the hit game Wolfenstein the New Order. Nazis have taken over the United States in an alternate timeline, and it's up to BJ Blazkowicz, aka Terror Billy, and the Resistance to make sure things are right. Set in 1961, the game takes you blazing across a number of locations including Roswell, New Mexico, New Orleans, and a post-nuclear Manhattan. Oh, and there's a Nintendo Switch version of the game in the works, but you'll have to wait till next year for that one. No Nintendo console is complete without a new Mario platformer, which practically ends up defining that console generation. For Nintendo Switch, that game is Mario Odyssey. It's still the age-old tale of Mario rescuing Princess Peach from the relentless Bowser, but what's new here is Mario's new hat-shaped ship called Odyssey. Mario moves out of the Mushroom Kingdom's comfort zone and explores new kingdoms, including the modern world-inspired New Donk City. He also has a new cap called, well, Cappy, through which he has the power to possess anyone who wears it. Well, to be fair, Mario was never about the premise, but the gameplay looks as solid as ever.
So I guess now any thinks they can be a superhero.
The Stick of Truth was an excellent RPG set in the South Park universe that achieved the one thing no other South Park game could: capture the real humor of the show. Now, the Fractured Butthole ditches the fantasy genre of the previous game for an all-new superhero theme. It features 12 classes of characters, lets you select your gender and race, and comes with a revamped fighting system.
Your franchise is going nowhere.
While Sony is still prepping with its marquee racing simulation Gran Turismo, Microsoft has a third Forza simulation game all set to release this October. Besides the updated visuals and gameplay tweaks, Forza 7 will feature over 700 cars in over 200 different configurations to race on across 32 locations. All this at the time of launch. It'll also include all the tracks from Forza 6 and some from other previous Forza games, so there's a lot of racing guaranteed. It gets the dynamic weather system from the Horizon series, and now you can even customize your driver.
Humanity never deserved power. I am God, and I alone am worthy.
PC gamers will soon get a chance on Destiny 2, which has been a console exclusive all September. But the wait will be worth it if the open beta was a glimpse of what's to come. Destiny 2 will come with a pretty big visual upgrade on the PC, which makes it look better than it already does on the consoles. Well, of course you need a good scary game release for the Halloween month, and what better game than the incredibly twisted Evil Within 2. This time, it's a story of Sebastian's redemption for which he must descend into the nightmare to win back his life and family. Rest assured, you're going to get a similar brand of disturbing enemies and a very limited supply of ammo to deal with them. It's the stuff of nightmares. It's the longest running wrestling game franchise, and year after year, wrestling fans can't get enough of it. This time, the game offers you 8-man matches, a new grapple carry system, new weight detection, thousands of new animations, and a huge backstage area. To top it all, it also has the biggest roster ever. Any PC strategy game worth his or her mettle has deep roots in the Age of Empire franchise. If you've been missing the game for a while, here's a great reason to get back into the action. The new remaster gives you upgraded visuals and 4K graphics along with numerous gameplay improvements. So these are some of the games that you should be looking forward to in October. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram at Gadgets360.